Ciao amici! Today I'm bringing to you two very popular Italian pasta dishes that are super simple and easy to make. They only require a few ingredients and you don't have to be a professional chef or Italian nonna to prepare these. The first one I'm going to be making is pasta allo Scarpariello. This is a dish that really highlights cherry tomatoes. This dish was very popular among shoemakers in Naples because it was easy and cheap to make and it could be eaten at their workbench. It still remains super popular to this day. There are many variations to pasta allo Scarpariello, but the most traditional one is naturally vegan. It just uses a few simple ingredients and is bursting with fresh flavor. The second dish I'm going to be making is pasta aglio olio. This is a dish that also originated in Naples and is still popular around the world. That's because it's also really easy to make and packs a lot of flavor. Even though we're using just a few ingredients, it's really important to choose high quality ingredients. That's because all of them are going to be really pronounced in both pasta dishes. Let's start cooking. So first we're going to start with our pasta allo Scarpariello. Right now I have a large pot of water boiling on the stove. Make sure to generously salt the pasta water. So for my pasta, I'm going to be using these pennone rigate. You can also use rigatoni or spaghetti for pasta allo Scarpariello. It's important to choose a bronze cut pasta because bronze cut pastas have a rougher and more porous texture in comparison to pastas made with Teflon or other dyes. This allows for sauces to cling to it better. Also, the durability and texture of bronze cut pastas help you to achieve a perfect al dente. So we're going to start cooking the pasta right away because the sauce won't take very long to make. We're going to cook the pasta to about a minute less than the recommended cooking time. That's because the pasta is going to continue cooking in our saucepan. We'll start heating our saucepan over medium-high. We'll pour in some extra virgin olive oil. To the oil, I'm going to add 2 peeled cloves of garlic. I'm keeping them whole because I'm later going to remove them from the saucepan. You don't want to mince them because it's going to take away from the flavor of the cherry tomatoes. We're going to wait until our garlic starts sizzling before we add in the cherry tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes are sweet, juicy, and slightly acidic. They're going to bring all of the flavor to this dish. Now that our garlic is sizzling, we can add it in. I'm just going to lower the heat to medium. As the cherry tomatoes cook, they're going to start to release all of their juices. This should take about 8 to 10 minutes. You can help them along by gently mashing them. So I'm just going to add some salt to this. So our pasta is almost done cooking, and I'm just going to remove the garlic from the cherry tomatoes. I'm also going to add in a little bit of pasta water to prevent it from burning. So my pasta is about a minute away from reaching al dente. Now it's time to add it into the saucepan. I'm going to add some more pasta water. The pasta water is going to make the sauce creamy and help it adhere to the pasta. So now I'm also going to tear some leaves of fresh basil into the pasta. We're doing this at the end so that the basil stays fresh and sweet. So I'm just stirring it until the sauce is creamy and it's completely coated the pasta. E ora finito! Now we're going to make our pasta aglio olio. Again, I have a deep pot of water on the stove that's been generously salted. It's important to use a deep pot of water for cooking pasta because you want to maintain the temperature of the water. When you drop the pasta in, it reduces the temperature and you don't want the water to stop boiling. Also for spaghetti, it will help it to cook more evenly. So again, we're going to start by cooking our pasta because the amount of time it takes to cook the sauce is not very long. So I'm going to drop the pasta in and set a timer for 1 minute less than the cooking time. So now I'm going to heat the saucepan over medium-high. It's important to use a good quality extra virgin olive oil because extra virgin olive oil is a prominent ingredient in this dish. A good quality extra virgin olive oil has a rich flavor profile that ranges from fruity and grassy to nutty and peppery. It will also be smoother and silkier, which will contribute to the overall mouthfeel and enjoyment of this dish. So we want to put a generous amount in the pan. For the garlic, you want to make sure it's minced finely so you're not biting into a big chunk of garlic. The pan's pretty hot, so I'm going to reduce the heat to medium. You don't want to burn your garlic. I am going to be using parsley in my aglio olio, but that's completely optional. Make sure to chop the entire parsley, including the stems, and separate the stems from the leaves. We're gonna cook the stems in with the garlic. We're gonna add a bit of pasta water. My garlic is starting to brown, so I'm just gonna turn off the heat until the pasta's ready. We can also now add some salt. The pasta's a minute away from being al dente, so now I'm gonna add it into the saucepan. Got some stragglers. So now I'm gonna turn the heat back on to medium, and we'll just add another ladle full of pasta water. The pasta water again is gonna add some creaminess to the sauce and also help it adhere to the pasta. So this is totally optional, but I'm gonna add some chili flakes. That's gonna make pasta aglio olio e peperoncino. So we want to keep stirring it until the pasta is coated and the sauce is nice and creamy. So now I'm going to add in the parsley leaves and reserve the rest for garnish. The parsley adds a fresh and vibrant flavor to the dish. How's that for a beautiful and easy pasta dish? First, I'm going to try the Scarpariello. It's amazing how the tomatoes, basil, pasta, and that hint of garlic come together to make such a beautiful dish. Tastes like it's been cooking for hours. And it was made in just the amount of time that it took to boil the pasta. Let's dig into the aglio olio. Again, just a couple simple ingredients to make a fantastic dish. It's so good. When you use quality ingredients, you can trick anyone into thinking you're a professional chef. So there you have it, 2 quick and easy dishes that you can add into your weekly rotation. You don't even have to be vegan to enjoy these traditional dishes. If you liked today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with my latest vegan recipes. Head on over to earthtorocco.com for the ingredients and instructions for today's recipe and more. Arrivederci!